This is Piney Run by Poorboy. It's 34.70 megabytes to download. This did come out yesterday, so that would have been the 11th of May, but I run out of time to do this one because 4 maps dropped yesterday. I managed to get 3 done, but then I needed to get some sleep, and then obviously I've been to work today, but I've come home and I decided to do this one today. The description there says, welcome to Piney Run. Here you can farm and log. Farm with animals, 3 decent sized fields and 1 grass field. Good start and equipment. Stone quarry. Work and sawmill and log sale only. Oil and carpentry production. Whole map is buyable. Rotner and other forestry equipment have been edited to work with base game trees and controls being added tilt head. Stone Salepoint and farmers market Salepoint. It says map not for everyone, but I hope some find it enjoying. And a huge thank you to anyone and everyone who has helped or supported me over the past few years. There's a very nice bit at the end. It says this map is dedicated to my son Jasper. Pretty awesome. So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes. And the map looks like this. So it is mainly a forestry map, but we do have, like it says in the description, 3 fields here, and this is a grass field like so. I'm in new farmer mode, and in new farmer mode you get all this. So it takes in all the roads, all the areas where the sell points and production chains are, as you can see, even the shop area which is up there. And we also own this big chunk which has got our fields on and our farm, and also this area here. The prices are a little bit pricey on here. So this area that we start off with, that is 3.6 million. So quite hefty. This plot here does come with this little plot as well. That's 1.6 million. Then we've got 1.1 million, 1.3 million, 913,000, 628,000, 925,000, 986, 779 and 587. So quite expensive, but you will make some decent coin from the logs and the trees. So like it says, you can pretty much buy everything. So pretty awesome. Right, we start off down here. We've got our farmhouse, which we are stood outside. Our equipment is sort of scattered all around the map. We've got it going up through here. We've got a fuel tank, a lime buy point, a silo. We've got some animal pens, which we will talk about a bit later, and we've got all these production points like so. We've got the shop up here. We've also got 2 bits of forestry equipment just there, and we've got our wheel loader up here, which is pretty cool, this area, which we are going to check out as we go. Modded in things, let's get all this out of the way first, and we'll do slot counts and things like that, and we'll get going. I couldn't find anything in the sort of build mode, like I go into here and normally do this. I couldn't find anything like that, but if we go into some of our vehicles, which hasn't happened very often in FS22 so far, but there is some for this map. So if we go to trucks, and to the very end we've got the Pinnacle edit, it says. If you look at the very bottom underneath the price, it says Piney Run mod. So some of these have been modded in, and I think there's extra configurations, sort of like painting, and a lot of the wheels on the modded in vehicles have got like off-road wheels, so pretty smart. So there's that one in trucks. I'm just checking my notes. In Forestry Machines, we've got all the base game forestry things. As you can see, Piney Run mod. These have all got, like I say, extra options you can do, and then change the rim colours, which you can't really do on some of the standard in-game ones, but they have been adjusted. Where else? In wheel loaders, we have got at the far end the Torian 1914. That has been modded in as well. Got a few more colour configurations on there, things like that, so that's pretty cool. Where else we've got in cars, we've got the standard pickup there, but we've got the edited in version, sorry, Piney Run mod again, and we do start off with a pickup, which we'll see, and that has got some off-road tyres like that, and they almost look like they're sort of flat if you look at them, especially the rear ones. So that is why they are modded in. Also, we have in tools, we go to forage harvester headers and right to the end, we've got this fella, which is the lizard poplar header. This will do poplars and sugarcane, which is pretty cool because none of these guys do sugarcane as far as I can see. So that's pretty smart. And then in planters, this I struggled with a little bit because these are all the base game planters. If we scroll right to the end, we have this modded in, the Vaderstad Tempo Plant All. Pretty smart. That will seed and fertilise. That will plant pretty much everything, as you can see down the bottom, wheat, barley, oats, blah blah blah. Whereas normally planters will only do your sort of soybeans, corn, sunflowers, etc. like that. But if we go back into the base game ones, apart from this one, this Cavernaland one, look, does the standard corn, sunflowers, soybeans, sugar beet, cotton and canola. Canola's not normally on the list. If we go to some of the others, look, everything's on there apart from sugarcane. So even potatoes, look. So all these planters, even though they are base game, they will plant pretty much everything apart from sugarcane. The only extra thing on this one at the end is sugarcane. So something I noticed a little bit odd, I thought. That is it for the modded in things. In the painting textures, because I've started showing you guys that, I know some of you are interested in it. There isn't really anything new. We've got animal mud, asphalt, dirt, forest ground, grass, gravel, and that is it. So very basic on the painting front. We do start off with the carpentry and the oil mill as production chains, and that is the same across all three modes. I'll talk about slot counts and that a little bit further on the line. There is no collectibles, which is pretty cool, and if you're in new farmer mode, there is no contracts, and that is because, I need to go back on the map, we own that plot all the fields are on, so there's not going to be any contracts in new farmer mode. If you come on here in farm manager and start from scratch, you don't start off with any land, and there is contracts available on these fields, so that's pretty cool. I quite like that. And like I say, all the sale points and everything else is still here. You do start off owning the oil mill and the carpentry as well in all three modes, so that's something to note as well. And you do start off with the same starter equipment in all three modes. The slot count is slightly different, but in new farmer mode, the slot count at the start is 886. In farm manager and start from scratch, it is 879. So only a slight difference, but you do start off with the same equipment, and you do start off with quite a lot. We've got a medium tractor, John Deere. We've got a large John Deere. We've got the truck, John Deere harvester. And Forestry Machines, we've got the two Rotner pieces of equipment. We've got a class a wheel loader. We've got the pickup, which you saw in front of us. We've got a couple of trailers, a Load King and the Crampe, header for your harvester, a disc harrow. We've got that plant all planter. We've got a sprayer, fertilizer spreader, a mower, tedder, windrower, forage wagon, loading wagon, a baler, it's not a bale wrapper, the timber runner log trailer for your truck. We've got a front loader with some tools, pallet fork, round bell fork and a universal bucket. Got a wheel loader bucket as well, and in miscellaneous we've got that Bachmann trailer. So like I say, you start off with all that same equipment in all three modes. I didn't bother messing around with reducing the slot count and farm manager and start from scratch, but in new farmer mode, if you sell off all that equipment I've just showed you, you can get the slot count down to 633, which is quite low, but you can get it down even lower by selling off some of the buildings. And I say some because it won't let you sell some of them, which is a little bit odd, and I'll talk about that as we go round. But the lowest I could get the slot count down to is 582, because I missed a shed which was hidden over by one of our fields. But there you go. Right, farmhouse. We've got a sleep trigger on the porch. It's the farmhouse from Elm Creek. Pretty smart. There's the pickup with the off-road tyres on. Now I've come across a couple of issues. One being this pickup, it sounds like it really is screaming and wanting to change in gear. Now I don't use manual gears, I just play on automatic, but hopefully you'll be able to hear it. But it just sounds like it's screaming and wanting to change into gear, and it doesn't. So anyway, we've got 3 wooden sheds here. Now this is what I was on about. If we go into build mode, it will let me sell this first one, but this one and this one it won't let me sell. So some things, oddly enough, we can't sell. We can't sell our animal pens, which we are going to talk about as we go along. More equipment here. We do have a bunker silo here. I couldn't sell that. And then our John Deere's there. There's our grass field, all ready to go with the mower. We've got a fuel tank there. That is empty, but that will hold 10,000 litres. We've got a nice shed there as well with some more of our equipment in, which is pretty cool. And then just round the back of the shed we do have the farm silo, which is there. That's the 400,000 litre capacity one. Yeah, that is it. Empty, tip in, tip out. And then there's our lime station where we can buy our lime. I need to go back up this way because we have our animal pens up here, and there is a harvester and tractor and trailer up here ready to go harvesting that field, which again is pretty cool, all ready to go for us. Right, here is the first of the animal pens. Now these are a problem, all 3 of them. This is supposed to be the chicken pasture, I believe. If you come up to the dialogue box, there's nothing. I had the help menu on, I was walking all the way round, couldn't get anything. You cannot open the dialogue box, and you will see that again when we get up by the animal dealer. Nothing comes up for the animal dealer. It says that you've got no pens installed on the map, but that would be your chicken coop, so it's going to need an update. So, and that is the same for all the animal pens. I think we've got sheep next. If you go up to the dialogue box, you just cannot get anything. Clicking away and nothing. And we cannot sell them either. Right, and there is the cow barn, well, not cow barn, cow pasture, which again we cannot put any cows in there, we cannot sell it. So the pickup is screaming its head off. We're going to whiz round a little bit quick because there's a lot of trees, and I will apologise for any of the dodgy camera angles. So we'll head on out of our farm. I'll try and get down low so you're not... If you get on a reasonably straight road, that pickup... I think we're going to blow the engine up in a minute. So let's take a left just here. drive down. Pretty cool what they've done down in this area. There's some very cool features and things that they've added in to the map, which I like. So if we stop there, I'll leave the pickup running. This is our carpentry, which, like I say, we do start off owning as a production chain, which is pretty smart. Now this over here, this does look a bit ugly. As you can see through that, but it does have a collision on it. What that is a pile of stones, and we can use that. You can pick these stones up with a bucket, and if we come up to here, we can come up the ramp, which is pretty cool. We got our debris crusher here where you can sell your stones, so pretty smart. You can come up here and tip in, or you could tip in from the bottom. This green sort of metal platform, you can sell that. That is one of the things you can sell, so it's very random what you can and can't sell. That pile of stones gets even more impressive when we get up to the stone quarry. You see what I mean about that pickup though? It just needs and wants to change gear, but I don't think it makes any difference if you take your foot off the accelerator. Anyway, we are going to carry on round. We need to go this way now. There will be a couple of little bits where I'm coming back on myself, but it is the only way sort of to get out to everything to show you. I don't think it's really worth cutting any of it out because it doesn't take long, especially in the pickup. But we need to head down this way because this is where the shop area is. We'll do the actual tour and then I'll show you on the map sort of where we went. So a nice open area, should be able to place some more things down here. We do own this, it is on our land. So we've got a vehicle workshop trigger just there and the shop icon is just there. And your reset point is here as well, it's roughly about here. So if you reset or lease or buy anything, it will appear there at the shop. So head on back past the track we just come out of. I'm sorry, but that pickup does my head in. I mean, like it says in the description, it's not going to be for everyone, but I think it's quite a cool map. It's something different. Right in here round the back we've got our farmers market Salepoint. So you've got this one here within the cones for your pallets, and then you've got your sort of crops, your grain types just there. And then round the front we have a fuel station or fuel point just there, and that exclamation mark, that is your wardrobe, so you can change your clothes there, which is pretty cool. So back in here and move along. And we have got next is going to be our oil mill, which is just over there through those trees. We will sort of drive in there because so there you go, pretty standard setup. It's the base game oil mill. What I'll quickly do is go back that way and take this road. That sign does say a miller's sawmill, so we'll head on down to the sawmill. Oh dear. I was wondering actually when I come home from work whether this map would still be on there, because I did have a quick look round last night before I went to bed, Try and get my bearings. Right, we've got a weigh station just there, and then over here we've got our sawmill. Again, standard sort of setup. Got a nice big shed there. You can't sell that shed. And then over in the corner we have, what was this? This was South Valley Biomass Energy. This is just a sell point for wood, so it's wood only. What I did find, well, it's not anything major, but on this list normally you get the wood come up, but it's not on this list. So just something else I noted. Just normally to show you sort of where you can take your wood to sell, that's all. But that's nothing major. Right, back out the way we came in. But with it being a forestry map, you are going to make some very good money. And I like the option of having some fields all ready to go. So you can do a little bit of both if you want to start off with. But obviously if you come on here in the other two modes, farm manager and start from scratch, you don't start off with anything. So you could struggle for a little bit until you get yourself going with your forestry. So as you can see, we are slightly climbing up, which is pretty cool. You don't really notice it, but in a minute when we get up the top I will show you how sort of far we have come up. Right, if we swing a left, as you can see the sign, I've gone a bit too fast. Got the Larson's Livestock auction. New buyers, please register at the office. All livestock must be paid for within 24 hours. So you're not going to get any of your animals on the Never Never. You've got to pay for them. So here we go, is our livestock. It's not a lot of room up here, so whether you could adjust this, because this does come under our land on the new farm mode. But if I come onto here and click, as you can see, look, you do not have any animal barns or pastures. Well, we do, we have 3, but they do not work, which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, from there we need to go back out and go left and head to the last bit, and that is it. Nice bridge again there. I had one of those back at the farm. So once we get to where our forestry equipment is, I need to jump out just to show you. You see what I mean about the rear tyres, so they look flat. Poor old pickup. It's been neglected. Just somewhere around here. There we go, there's a path. Look, you jump out, there's a path here, leads up, there's a nice bench, etc., and a little shed. I just wanted to show you how far we sort of risen up. So it's quite, you don't really notice it on the drive up, but we are quite high up now, which I just thought was a bit cool, because yeah, like I say, you didn't really notice it driving up. Right, there's our forestry equipment ready to go, because we do own all this plot here. I quite like the way this track or this road cuts through this mound. Look, pretty smart. We'll keep on going, and we are almost there. There's another, whoa, what did that say back there actually? I missed that earlier. There's a sign up here. I'm intrigued to know what that says. Where was it? There it is. what does that say? Private property, please stay on the trail. So there is cool little trails that you can take. I haven't actually gone down there, I missed that earlier. Let's jump back in the pickup. We've got another way station just in front of us, as you can see. So in and out. This is the stone quarry we're going into now. Which again is a pretty cool feature. We will stop about there, I think. Turn the engine off. So yeah, look at these stones. Again, you can see all the way through. It doesn't look nice. You can't. Oh yeah, we can. So it's pretty flat, but look how much stones is here. If I go up in that, look at it. It's absolutely filled up. So you could have a field day up here. We've got a large fuel tank here. Again, it is empty, so you need to fill it up. That will hold 15,000 litres. But if we jump into the wheel loader and go towards this huge pile, there you go. We've got 4,000 litres of stones in our bucket. Now, it does look a lot better now you've done that. I don't know why it wasn't done like that in the first place. I guess it must have been harder for them to put it in the game like that. But you can sort of chip away at that edge and have it like that, so it looks a bit more better. But yeah, 4,000 litres of sown. It will tip out. And there you go. So you might make quite a bit of money just from doing that. Or if you want to get line production going, that will be pretty awesome. Plenty of stones there. That is the map, guys. I'll show you where we went. So we started off at our farmhouse. We went across this track past our equipment, silo and all the sheds there. Around there past more of our equipment. Did the animal pens. Back out all the way along. Took a left down into here, the carpentry and stone crusher, all the way up here to the shop, and then we went along farmers market and fuel. There's the oil mill. Went down in here to the sawmill and the biomass bit. Up here, animal dealer, and then all the way along up into the stone quarry. That is it. That is Piney Run by Poorboy. Hope you have all enjoyed the map tour. If you have, please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.